Hey, welcome to the last part of our ongoing series on how to recover lost sales, leveraging or using Facebook ads retargeting. Now, in this particular video, we would launch our retargeting campaign. Don't forget, the first part of this series, I explained in details the concept of retargeting, and I also highlighted various reasons you might want to set up a retargeting campaign. And in part 2, we created all of the retargeting ad sets that we need. The custom audiences, the copy, the creatives. This particular video is where we'll now use all of the assets that we created in part 2 of this series. So meanwhile, if you have not watched the first part and second part of this series, I will advise you go to this playlist, visit adelikesami.com/RET. RET. I'll also put the link on the screen. So go watch that first before you watch this. Alright, so let's dive right into it. Now, my plan in this particular video is to show you how to set up a full funnel retargeting, because I don't know what your use case is, so that's what I'll be showing you how to do. Now, the first kind of retargeting you want to do is, let's say you're running a video ad campaign, right? But then you want to retarget people that have watched the video but have not visited your landing page. So we'll do that. And the second one is for people that have visited the landing page but are yet to actually purchase. So those are the two kind of retargeting that we'll be setting up in this video. So the first one, just use traffic as your ad objective. Continue, I'll use manual traffic campaign, and then continue. Campaign name, I'll just put video views retargeting. Just use what you're familiar with. And yeah, so I'll also put the day. I think today is 18, I guess. 18. Sometimes I put the objective that we are using, traffic. Okay, now once that is done, you go to your ad set, right? You go to your ad set. Now this is what you want to do. Now, since what we intend to do in this particular video is to retarget people that have watched our video, it could be watch video or engage with your advert. Like engage with the advert, probably they like, they clicked, you understand, but then they did not land on your landing page itself, your ad destination. I'm assuming it is a landing page now, because that's what most people use. So now, yeah, you would leave it the way it is. So yeah, you can just set like let's say $5, and it could be lesser, depends on what your budgeting is. You could even do $1. You could do $1 if you do not want to spend more. Okay, let me just put, so yeah, I'll just put $2. You could do more if you have the budget, right? Since it's just retargeting, you're retargeting people, right? Okay, so ad scheduling, a lot has actually changed on Facebook ads platform. So we need to switch to this original audience option. Use original audience. Okay, yeah, so this is what I'm actually looking for. Now, the custom audiences, we need to select. Don't forget, we are trying to retarget people that have probably watched the video, or let's say engage with our advert but are yet to click. So I would just select this Facebook. I could, in fact, I could also select this one as well, but then you can just select one of them, video views, if you are more specific. But then I'll select the two. Then add exclusion. Don't forget the exclusion we talked about. So the exclusion here would be people that have visited the page. Look at this UI UX page view. That is, people that have visited UI UX page. Don't forget the campaign we are running. That was why I said make sure you have watched the first episode and second episode. So this is actually the campaign we are running, right? So if you want to learn about UI UX design, if you want to be a UI UX designer, you want to learn from an expert through a bootcamp, enroll for this particular program. It is an 8 weeks program. Go to journeybeat.com/UI UX. Trust me, you know I don't recommend rubbish on my channel. Okay, so back to our campaign. What we are trying to do here is help me retire people that have engaged with a post or advert on this particular page, or people that have watched 25% video views. So I'm just trying to use this tool for you to understand, but haven't visited or landed on this page. The reason why I will not be adding purchase to this one is because there's no way you will land on the thank you page or the purchase page without landing first on the sales page. You understand? So there is really no need to add that. I'm not reaching people beyond. Now I want to be very specific with my retargeting. Now this location, so if your advert is actually location centric, you can put it there. If not, put all of the locations that you actually retargeted in the cold audience ad. Just use the same location you used there. If it is worldwide, put it there. So the age, leave gender. You don't want to be specific because you want to reach out to everybody within that targeting bracket. Now placement, for placement, it is best you just leave it the way it is. Leave it as advantage placement, advantage plus placement, because you want to reach out to everybody. So just leave it the way it is. Now there is something I'm looking for. Let me see. Yeah, this is actually what I'm looking for. So your performance goal should be for landing page views for this particular campaign. So we are not really after the link clicks, because probably they have already even clicked in the previous ad, but they are not landing on the page, right? But the goal is for them to land on the page. That what we are looking for is not clicks now. So traffic goal should be maximize number of landing page views. And once that is done, let me just rename this landing page views, or LPV. Yeah, so that's what we are retargeting now. And here you have your campaign. So most times what you can do is, there are two options. For example, let's say you are running a video campaign. That was your code, that was the advert you are running to your code audience. You can decide to retarget them with, let's say, an image advert. So they already watch the video, they already have an idea of what the product is, so you can just retarget them with an image for the same advert. You can even use the same ad creative. So for example, here you can use the same ad creative that you use in the first campaign, but that can be tricky because you just want to set it for few number of days. But then we'll not be going into that. All right, so yeah, I'll just select the advert. Okay, so let me just paste the ad ID here. Okay, so I found it. In your case, you need to like put everything from scratch, right? But then I don't have the time. I just want to use an existing campaign. You can see. So that is it, guys. Now this is for the first retargeting campaign. Now before I show you how to set up the other retargeting campaign, let me use this opportunity to invite you to my upcoming webinar, Grow Your Business with AI. This will be a live exclusive webinar where I will show you how you can actually integrate custom AI solution in your own business. You know, there are so many AI tools out there that you can just easily get confused. In this particular webinar, I'll walk you through how you can actually leverage AI in your own business for growth, for profitability, and for more sales. So if you're an entrepreneur, a digital marketer, a freelancer, or you just want to make money offering custom AI solutions to businesses, to other businesses, then this webinar is for you. Go to jennyb.com/AI for biz, and I'll see you on the inside. Okay, so back to our tutorial. Now let's set up the other campaign. So that's what you can just publish, and your campaign would keep going. So I'll create a new advert and I'll select sales this time around and click continue. Manual sales campaign, continue. So campaign name, I'll put UI UX retargeting, purchase, and April, let's say 20. Yeah, 20. So I'll put sales retargeting. And now scroll down. Of course, your pixel needs to be intact. Then select purchase as a conversion event. So yeah, depending on your budget and your audience size, I'll just use $5. Start date, we'll use 19th for okay. And yeah, so scroll to switch to original audience. Now the custom audience, don't forget, what we want to do here is to retarget people that have landed on our sales page for this particular product. Now if it is your whole website, right, you can use all website visitors, but in this case it's just for a specific page, which is the UI UX page, right? Okay, I'll uncheck this. Then add, don't forget, always add exclusion. All right, so select this, which is the page where people would be redirected to after making payment or after registering, whatever the call to action is, right? Okay, so once we have done that, your location, leave it the way it is. Every other thing remains the same. And now placement, you also want to leave it the way it is. Now for the ads creative, now one more thing you need to do here actually is this. So I recommend you use something we call dynamic creative. So what this will do for your campaign is Facebook will be showing different creatives in your campaign per time. So people will not get bored seeing one particular creative over and over again. Don't forget you are retargeting, so you want to make sure they are seeing different kind of creative. I'll remove this. Okay, now we'll just select images. Okay, so I'll select this, select this, select this, select this. I think I showed you some of these things already in the previous series. So you can see, you can also select videos. You can select videos, but this is where you upload those reels, those animated images. So you can see we have images, we have videos. So these are what they will be seeing. And for the primary text, I'll just copy from the previous adverts. So we have series of them. You paste, so you can have different variations, and paste, so you can have different, so you can keep adding. Then your headline, okay, and the website URL, I'll just put this. Okay, now it is populating. And the call to action, depending on what you're actually promoting, it could be shop now for you, it could be sign up, it could be subscribe, apply now, depending on what you are promoting. You can see, so we have our ad, you can see we have our ad on all placements that Facebook has access to, and Instagram. Can you see? So that is just it, guys. And you can launch. Now one more thing here, guys. Let me show you something here. So here is the thing. For the vertical advert, right? For the vertical, when I say vertical, like your reels, let me show you what I'm saying. Can you see? So like your reels and stories, you see it does not really make sense, right? So what the solution here is this. The solution here is this, because the design you are making, sometimes if you are trying to convert that same design, a square image or a square design, to a vertical design, it might not really make sense, right? So what you want to do in that scenario, if you actually want to use a creative that is specific to stories, to reels, what you can do is just duplicate. Let me do this. Feeds retargeting. So what you can do in this case is duplicate the same campaign. Just let me say this. Reels and stories set. So you still have the same thing, right? But the difference here will be reels. Now this is totally optional. If you want to use the same creative you used for your feeds ads, that still works. But then why not if you have it? I know many people won't like such. I'll just use I'll select this. Now these are reels, these are images. Okay, so I'll just select this and I'll unselect this. Now you can see it is different. But here is the thing. Another thing you would do if you are going this route, another thing you want to do is, instead of using automatic placement or advantage plus placement, since this particular advert or this particular ad set is dedicated to reels and stories, you want to change that. You want to change that here. So here I'll click on edit and select manual placements. If you don't have much budget, just don't worry about this. All right, so uncheck everything that is feed, like every other thing. In fact, not just every other thing. Uncheck every boxes and leave just for this one. Leave just for story and reels. That's all. This one to uncheck. Can you see? Uncheck this as well. And you are good to go. So this particular one or this particular advert will be retargeted on stories and reels. So you can see we still have the same thing, but right now just for Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Instagram reels, and Facebook reels. Can you see? So every other thing still remains the same. What's this one about? So if you are doing it this way, if you want to do it this way, make sure you change the ad budget, so you can reduce this to like $1 or $2, right? And the other one to reduce the budget to like, let's say $3, and you are good to go. Now at the end of the day, you will notice you are not wasting any money, because so you have your main advert that is running to your cold audience. These are people that don't know you. Now those cold audience are actually the data bank or the data source for your retargeting ads campaign. So people that are watching your ad video but not visiting your landing page, automatically you don't need to do any extra thing. This is how you can even automate your campaign. So you don't need to do any extra thing once you have set up the whole thing. Just set it up. Now people that are not visiting your website, automatically they will fall into the first retargeting campaign that we set, that is like your cold retargeting campaign, right? So people that belong to that category will be retargeted. Now, even though they are retargeted, if they still did not buy, what will happen? They would fall into this last retargeting campaign that we just set up, which is you can call it the warm retargeting campaign. So you have like 3 different types of campaign: the cold, the ad campaign that is run to your cold audience, the ad campaign that is actually running to, maybe we'll call it warm audience, that is your retargeting campaign first, and the second one, which is your hot retargeting campaign to reach people that are landing but are not purchasing. If you have these 3 kind of campaigns set up, then trust me, you have good conversion if you follow everything that I've explained in this particular video. So this is how you can recover your sales. Now, if you watch from the part 1 up to this particular part in this series, drop a comment, engage, let me know. If you loved this particular series and you want me to do more, make sure you hit the like button, like the videos, and also subscribe to my channel if you are yet to subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.